Chapter 1042. What an amazing chapter to start off my reviews with. This chapter is titled When It Shouldn't Need Rationalizations. For the cover story, we have Oven moving Niji and Yonji to Whole Cake Island. So the cover story is showing us how Germa escaped from Whole Cake Island, and we have all the Germa escaping besides Niji and Yonji, who were apparently taken down by Big Mom directly, and from there they were put in Mount Daw's book, which is where Luffy was trapped along with Nami before they escaped by the help of Jinbei. They were on display on Kako Island, and then we have Puddin with this amazingly near Puddin Punch, and she was attacking the brothers for bullying Sanji. In this release, we have them being carried to Whole Cake Island. So right now I'm not sure where this cover story is going, but I hope it's going to be interesting. I actually am sure it's going to be extremely interesting. But we start this chapter with the most disrespectful moment like in a long time. We're in the castle interior basement, and we have Drake with his sword impaled through what do we call this dude? CP0 member number 1. He's impaled straight to the chest from the back, and this man is just like, okay, and he just shaves and like finger pistols this man. I mean, this is the second time this way you get disrespected. Like, I mean, at least they didn't get off screen this time. But anyway, we have like half a page of the Fire Festival right now, and the people there are getting ready to light the sky lanterns. Hopefully these people see a giant island floating over them, but I guess when giant islands flying above, people don't normally see them. But from here we hop into the heat. Now we go back to the roof, and we have Luffy versus Kaido, but Luffy isn't in Snake Man anymore. He's now in Bang Man, and it's good to see how much he evolves his gear forward, where now he can just switch in between the variations. Nevertheless, Luffy's still beating the scales off of Kaido right now. Kaido's like trying to attack, but like he can't read where the attacks are coming from, so he just gets beat from every direction. But then Kaido says something interesting. He was focused on how Luffy could change the trajectory of his attacks, and then he said, Rubber shouldn't be able to do that. And that ties back into a theory that a lot of One Piece fans was thinking, that Luffy's Devil Fruit isn't actually a rubber fruit. It kind of makes sense when the Gorosei was talking about how the fruit had a name change, and then they immediately ordered to capture Luffy or eliminate him. I guess this is just Oda setting up for a big reveal. I guess we'll see in the next couple of chapters. Now, this chapter just started getting sus. So we know the Kaido of different modes when he's drunk: weeping drunk, angry drunk. Kaido goes to the flirting drunk and starts. Bro, I swear, if I see Kaido and Luffy fan art, bro. Anyway, so after that, we have something really confusing. Kaido's like, okay, you think you're the only one who can see the future? So I was like, Kaido future sight too? And if so, this out of nowhere. But then Kaido starts basically like copying the Carvelin with his own body in his dragon form. And then he bites Luffy, and it kind of looks like he's halfway transforming between his hybrid and dragon form. But I'm not gonna go into what I think that is. So Kaido flies up into the air with Luffy in his mouth, and Luffy's like, put me down. But then Kaido opens his mouth, and there's a blast breath sending him straight through the island. And then Luffy rebounds and flies up to the island, where he charges up this new attack called Supreme Kong Gun, which is basically the King Kong Gun infused with Kankosaki. This should be his most powerful attack in the series actually. So Kaido tries to counter it with another blast breath, but this attack completely destroys him. It's a King Kong Gun, but he's like shooting it out with the Kankosaki, so it looks like a projectile almost. But then Kaido gets up and blitzes him with this roaring Thunder Bagua, almost knocking Luffy out of gear for it. But Luffy like keeps some of the air in, I guess, and he's in like this half transformed gear forward form basically. And then Kaido goes to this new drunken mode, homicidal drunk. Kaido just getting weirder and weirder, bro. So Luffy charges up one more attack, and as him and Kaido were about to clash, CP0 dude number 1 interrupts and Luffy gets knocked out, which is mirroring the moment when Oden was distracted during that fight, and that old lady was killed for distracting that fight. So CP0 dude number 1, you better start running. And that's where we end the chapter. In my opinion, this is a great chapter. But you know what would make this an even better chapter? You hitting that subscribe button, you hitting that like button. Actually, just hit all the buttons under the video. It's good for your health. But in all seriousness, leave a comment down below with your opinion on the chapter, or about if you like these reviews or not. As for GTK, I will be on my way out.